Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm back. Thank you for all the nice comments and everything, people asking me where I've been and if I'm okay. Yeah, I've been a bit poorly. I've had an heart attack. I know, 45-year-old, and I've had a heart attack. Well, they think that's, yeah, they're saying that's what it was basically. Told off for not doing, enough. Even though you're on your feet all day painting furniture, it's not really classed as exercise, is it? Because all you're exercising is your arm. So I thought, oh, okay. But yeah, it kind of knocked me off my feet a little bit. But I'm fine now and I'm back. So I just wanted to say yet again, thank you to everybody. The people that have sent me, bought me a coffee as well, thank you. That was very kind of you. I will leave it below in case anybody else wants to. Obviously you don't have to, that's perfectly fine. But let's get on with the video, okay? Right, these are the drawers. Oh, hang on. She's back as well. Oh yeah, Bobby. You've got to lose weight as well. Hey, Helena. Oh, the door's just opened. She's getting worse as she gets older. Oh, Mom, the door's opened. She is such a wuss. You're unbelievable, aren't you? It's only the wind. No, alright. You just stay there then. And hide. Right. Back to the drawers. The two bedsides, they've obviously had them like this because one's got no feet. But I have got some of them feet, so that was like no issue at all when I first saw them. But today, as we come closer, they've swollen quite a lot, as you can see. They've bubbled up there. And I don't know if you can see that back half of the top, but that's atrocious. The insides, oh, that's quite a good one. We'll show you a slightly better one. But they've obviously been used in the garage. And I was like, she says, well, they were free an hour passing. All this is coming up. Where are we? All this is coming off. Which again, that's not a hard fix at all. But it's when things like this start happening. I mean, what do you do with this? All I can do is like glue it down. But it might be one to bring you back with anyway. Or it might get cut off, who knows. But I'm going to go and fetch the hoover. We'll give it all a hoover, because it's got cobwebs everywhere. Oh, this is something that I've been doing. I never thought to film, I mean, it took ages because I'd come out while I was feeling alright, and then when I felt, a bit worn out again, I'd go back in. But I've picked up a few new stamps, so I shall show you those later on as well. But this is one of them, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's another Prima stamp. So I did that, which is just like an IKEA unit, and then it's still there. Now I'm still hiding behind you as you walk. And then I did this little one as well, which this is sold. It's white and cream, because my tablet's that old it don't pick up properly. It looks like white and blue, but it's white and cream. And I just did the florals at the bottom, and then go on, what are they called, lines underneath it. But that's sold, so just waiting for it to collect it. That's another thing you can do with your moulds, as you can do. There's no oh, listen to me, can't you tell I've not been filming? Right, I shall go. and I'll go and get my hoover. See you in a bit. Right then, they've all had the basic repairs done. So they've had the holes filled. I've given them a clean. Any bits that were coming up I've restuck down, and we'll have to have a look what that looks like when it's all dried. My God, the spiders that have come out here. I had to bring out the shark to kill them, I'm afraid, for all you spider lovers. But they were huge. Now I may put a top on these because that one is really bad. You know, just a thin piece of MDF or something. I'll have to have a look what I've got round, because that one is quite bad. But we'll leave it all to dry out again. Oh, I ain't stuck that bottom corner, I'll do that. I'll find the feet out for this one, put the feet on that, and then they can all be painted the same. And then we'll just give this lot an hour just to set up to see if it's worth carrying on or not. Alright? Right then, just to let you know, I've filled, sealed, scrubbed everywhere. So anywhere that needed repairing, I've put the legs on that one. They're a different colour, but they're the same, so I should just paint them up. And like I say, I've filled anything and everything. This top was that bad. I was like looking through my wood stashes and I couldn't find anything, and my daughter says, why don't you just flip it? And I was like, you know, she's quite clever really. So that's what I've done. So I flipped it, filled the thing at the back. Who knows what state it'll look like. Like I say, they all may end up in the bin, and you may never see this video, but who knows. So like I say, I've taped everything. So I'm just going out to fetch something else. I may bring you along. Alright, see you soon. Right then, welcome back. As you can see, I've sanded other things everywhere. Another clean again. I think I'm going to use, it's called Almost Grey, and it's Craig and Rose paint. So we're going to give that one a whirl. It's quite nice because I've got an idea for something, but I'm not going to say yet in case it don't work out. So you probably won't, but who knows? Right. And because my paintings, I couldn't draw a straight line to save my life, I do like to tape off insides as well. Well, actually, them drawers slide in there, don't they? So, yeah, one trick, if your drawers slide inside, take your put your tape in a little bit more, because you can bet your life if you don't, your drawers will fit just inside and you will see that you haven't painted it. And I've just realised that these drawers sit inside, so it's so weird, you know, you have a bit of time off and you like can't get back into it. It's ever so strange. I mean, I've not stopped painting at all for money as such. And now you have a nice semi-straight edge. This paint's actually really good. I don't know if you get it in the US. I'm in the UK, as you know, but it is a form of chalk paint, I believe. It goes on lovely. And because I've had to find the legs, I'm not going to leave the legs black anyway, so we'll just give those really nice again today. If it stayed like this all year round, I'd be happy, because it's not too hot to work in here. Because if for the new people, I work in my conservatory at the back of my house. So as we know, conservatories, they're like unusable, really. Yeah, if it just stayed like this, I'd be a happy bunny. Just checking that you can still see. That's that one done. Just another one to go. But they're not in very good condition whatsoever, and the sides aren't brilliant either. So I thought, before I start painting the fronts, I'm just going to give them all a bit of a waft over, just to give it that refresh. And you don't need a lot, it's just a little bit. I shall put paper inside the drawers anyway, so that doesn't matter. And that'll be enough if I blend the colouring back in, because half of it was white and the other half was stained. I don't know if you could see it on camera, but that just makes it all one again. So it just makes them being looked after a bit better than what they have. And I'll just leave them 10-15 minutes or so to dry off. I'll go and get the others, sand those and do the same again. But I just thought I'd show you that that's what I do when drawers are looking a bit past the sell by date, should we say. Alright. Right then, I just thought I'd make a few little flowers because if you look, excuse me, photographer, can we concentrate on what we're supposed to be doing? All my edges are a bit crappy from where they'd like got wet and what have you, so I just thought, you're right, I'm sacking her later. She's crap, isn't she? So I just thought I'd stick a few just all the way round, because it might, I'm hoping it'll tie in with the other thing I'm going to do. So I'm just making a few, because you don't need to sit watching that, do you? Because it's like dead boring. I've just tried getting my daughter to do some for me so I can carry on painting, and she not, because she knows how boring it is. So I'll be here for another next 20 minutes or so until I've got enough. Alright, and then I'll show you what we're doing with them. Okay. Right. I normally use the Gorilla Wood Glue to stick on all my clay pieces, but I've only got a tiny little bit left, so I'm going to use my Mod Podge. I've used it before, it does stick them fine. I just prefer the wood glue, that's all. But like I say, I just fancied adding a bit of something, and so I thought that we would. And once it's painted, you'll not notice. I've done two different sizes, so I'll rotate them, a large one and a small one. And again, it just covers up bits that you don't want people to see. Because you know me, I'm all about bodging. I'm going to order the these whatever borders it is. It's from Prima, where you've got all the different sorts of borders, and then in future for things like this I can just go around them with a fancy border instead of getting wood or something. So a lot of the times I use wood. Alright, I don't think I've made enough. I think I've made plenty. Alright. Should they be a bit closer together, do we think? Pop them a bit closer so that they're touching. That could look like a border then, couldn't it? A few more on. Yeah, I think I prefer them closer together. Yeah. Alright. Just let you get rid of feeling sick. So that's all it is. It's just a little daisy one I've got. I'd have picked it up off eBay, I'd have thought. You know, like the little cake decorating ones. So that's all that is. So I'll do the rest of those and then we'll come back. Right, I just thought I'd show you one of my new stamps that I've bought. This is called Romance Roses, and I'm hoping you can see, oh, the flaming light. I'm going to have to do something on to. Is that better? And you've got a lovely large piece that's in the middle, and then you've got two smaller floral pieces, that one and that one. I'm trying to stay out the light. And then this is a huge, beautiful, large piece. And then you get a leaf and two bits of writing. This is lovely. I've used it a lot. I've used it on, that's it, with two of the bits of writing. It really is a stunning stamp. Very worthwhile getting. It's nice and big as well. It's actually one that I've got that says well worth the money. I've used it a few times already. But the reason I'm showing you this is for the drawers for all this here. I shown you last night, but because I've got an old tablet, it doesn't pick up the light properly once it gets dark. And while I was poorly, I was going through all my stuff, and I come across some bits that I used to use when I was doing card making and stuff. And it's the yeah, go on. what we're called. Hang on, let me just read it because I can't remember. Oh, that's it. The embossing stamps with the embossing powders. And I thought, oh, I've not tried it on furniture. So I thought, yes. I wanted to try it first because I wasn't sure whether the stuff would be any good, because obviously it's years and years ago since I've used it. And I thought, will I have to go out and get some new, or will this be okay? So like I say, I showed you last night but you couldn't see. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see today, if I can get in the right angle. But this is the rose with the silver embossing powder. And I thought it looked really pretty. I'm hoping it's picking up properly on camera. Now I went through, the problem with this is, no, I can't really, I can't go in because I don't have a zoom or anything. But let me just move you again, you might get all. I went through a lot of my stamps. I bet you can't see that either, can you? I'll hold it there. And the ones that I wanted to try, it didn't work brilliantly on me, the letter one. I tried that and it didn't work brilliant because obviously it melts when you put the heat gun on. So it went in together quite a bit. What else did I try? Oh, this other one, the other new one. Sorry, let me take you over again. I tried it on this one. Let me just move it. This is another one I bought, which is called Vintage Wallpaper. And I tried it on that. And because there's so much, it couldn't pick out. I was going to just do this one because it comes in three separate bits. So you've got the bottom wallpaper, the little bit here, and then the top bit. And I took that out, but because the flowers are so, if you can see, they're quite close together and everything, it tended to look a bit of a blur. So I scrapped that idea, but this is another beautiful one as well. I did do a piece on it, but I sold it. And what I did the wallpaper bit at the top here, and then I did this all the way down, just the middle bit, interlocking, and that looked really nice. Well, I thought it did, and obviously the person that bought it did. So these are two of my new ones, like I say, that I bought. So I thought today, now we're back in daylight, I'll show you it in action, if we can see. The sun's actually gone in. I'll get everything ready and I'll be back in a sec. Right, I'm really hoping that you're going to be able to see. I'm praying that you are anyway. Right, and this is what I'm using. It's a Dovecraft one, and it's just a clear embossing stamp. And all you do, like I said, I wasn't sure it'd even work. Now I wouldn't normally do it on the furniture, but it's so you can see because the flaming lighting's so bad. And I just make sure I've got plenty on. And then I flip it over. I'm not going to get all of it on, but I don't mind. And then I pop it down. And then just like you do with your normal stamps, make sure it's touched everywhere. And take it off. Now I'm hoping you can see it. Can you see it? Let's just like move you around a bit. I think you can, can't you? There. Can you kind of see where it's... No, you can't see a bloody thing, can you? Well, there's the patterning, trust me. There's the patterning of the rose there. So then what I do is I pick up the silver, and this is the super fine silver, and all I did was literally go over everywhere where I can see the embossing, the liquid. Make sure you've covered everywhere. If not, you can just redo it. And then all I do is lift it up. I've got some paper here, and then can you see how that, oh you can see, can't you? You see? And then all your excess you just put back in your pot. Because it only takes a tiny little bit of it. And then I get me, it's an old one, it's a Dovecraft one, I've had it for years and years. Look at the state of it. And then all I do, wipe off anywhere it stayed, where it stated it shouldn't have stayed. That'll just wipe off while it's still powder. It's obviously where it's touched the pad. Oh, I've got quite a bit actually where it's touched the pad. That's not very good, is it? There. And then you place it on. And once it gets hot enough, you see it, it's fab. Until it starts to turn silver. It does take a few minutes, or it might just be the fact that mine's old. All the new stuff might go a lot quicker now. But seeing it change colour, you forget how good it is. I've got to admit, and you can get these embossing powders in so many different colours. Well, the planes have been unbearable with everything that's happening over the over the other side, should we say, because I'm right near an RAF base and they're out at all hours and it's so loud. Like I say, my heat gun is probably 15-year-old, maybe more. So, you know, with the newer one, I should imagine they get a fair bit hotter now. I don't know. I hope you can see how it's changing for anyone who's not tried using embossing powders before. There. So let's have a look what you've actually been able to see. Have you been able to see anything? Well, I think you can, can't you? Can you see how shiny it is from it just being grey to it melting and turning silver? Isn't it lovely? Let me tilt her a bit, see if that makes it any easier for you. This is when you need someone helping you, isn't it? Because I ain't a clue what you can see. But this really is lovely. And that'll be set quite firmly within, like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes or so. So I don't know whether, I'm not going to do it on all the drawers. I think I might just do it on the middle drawer. So then that's both of those done, because I did the one last night. Do I want, what is that? Do I want any of the writing on? That might look nice. Oh, mind you, the writing might not come out, eh? I suppose I could try it down on the paper, couldn't I? To see how that works. Should we give that a whiz? Let's just move that back a bit. Right on the paper. Where can you see? Oh, you can't see anywhere. That's fantastic. Right, we'll try here. I think you can see just there, can't you? No. No, that's not brought it out very well at all. No, I think I would, or I could do it with a bit of black. Oh, I don't know. I'll have a think and we'll be back. While I'm still debating on what to do, I'll give these a... I think I might go over, you know, lightly go over these with a bit of silver. I'm not sure. As you know, I often change my mind once I'm about done. I always find if you're doing a little, something that's got a lot of detailing in, you know, like using some sort of fluffy brush or a round brush, gets into all the nooks and crannies really well. Well, I'm hoping that spring's finally hit anyway. It's lovely out here again. I was looking at what cameras people are using, but then again, I mean, I can't, it's too much of an expense because I don't own an actual desk computer either, whether it's a laptop or, because I've never been into stuff like that. So I'd be, not only would I have to buy a camera, but however much they are, ridiculous amounts of money, I'd also then have to buy a laptop to be able to edit everything on it, and all the other bits and bobs that go with that, you know, like your software and stuff. And well, I can't afford it, I don't make enough money really. So, like I say, I was debating whether to come back at all. I do like filming and stuff, but you know when your stuff's not up to, it's no good. It's like, how do you progress? Because I mean, I just do enough, well, I sell enough furniture to keep me going. I don't do enough to be able to save anything or anything, really. So then I'd have to finance it, and it's not something I'm willing, well, it's not something I want to take on board, I'm afraid. Right, so they've all had a paint. I'll paint the other one and then we'll come back. Right then, I've just put the drawers back in, and oh, hang on, I'm not charging now. So I've added on the leaf bit at the bottom and the little flowery bit there, and I thought I just want a little bit of something extra. So what I've done is I've stamped this part, and all I'm going to do is pick a spot I like it in and just add the detailing on. Now it'd be much easier if I wasn't trying to film at the same time, but you know, hey ho. And then I shall put my bit of paper back in underneath just to catch the off spill. Don't forget to instantly put your excess away, because if you knock it over, you know, powder everywhere. And I'll tilt it back for you so you can see again. And it's just adding, it's just extending it that little bit. So then it's just brought it down onto that bottom one, and I'll just add a little bit more up onto the top. I'm not sure what part to add on. I suppose I could add that on again, couldn't I? If I took it from the middle there. Yeah, so we'll just stamp that a little bit again. And this is the same when you're doing normal stamping. I mean, with normal stamping, I'd just pop paper behind if I just want part of it. And that's taken lovely again. I'm just going to stand it up while I put the, it's easy to catch it. Okay, and that's just extended it lovely, and I think that's just enough. So I'll leave it set. I'll do the other side and then we'll come back and see them both together. Right then, what do we think? I'm praying when I go to look at it you can actually see it better than what I'm seeing it through here, but like I say, it's just a different, just another thing to use your flaming planes. Hang on a minute. Nuisance. Right, like I say, it's just if you've got anything laying about, why not give it a go? I suppose I didn't pick the best colour for bringing out in my lighting, but like I say, this is the new Romance Roses. Well, I don't think it's new, it's just new to me. stamp set, and like I say, it's absolutely beautiful. I really do like it, by Prima. And then the little daisies that we did on the side, is that going to actually, can you see that or not? I've just given those a bit of silver rub. So like I say, they're both there, but I can't see that one in the sun either. So I do hope you enjoyed the video from the first one back. You know, couldn't have gone much worse really, could it, with the lighting and stuff, but that's just me anyway. But I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe and comment in the box below. I've also got my buy me a coffee down there now as well, that my daughter's set up, so if you feel like you want to, that's greatly appreciated. If not, then that's fine as well. Alright, so I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care, bye.